you want to go chase a bag instead of chase the game.
Mm-hmm.
Chase the game. The game got the bag. Don't chase the bag. The bag ain't got the game.
Mm-hmm.
Chase the game.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of TTT Chase the Game, where obviously we chase the bag. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. We don't chase no bags.
We chase the game.
We chase the game. We chase a game. Bag will follow. That saying is easy, but easy to switch up, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
But anyways, we're missing AJ, Mount Pleasant Hall of Famer. He's got some famous stuff, but we got Live to Amuse, betting man himself, obviously, Alan, with all the bets, especially bet leveling. Go tune in. We got Danny C with the updates down in the left corner with the green on, Colt 45. Sir. That's a dope ass shirt. We'll jump down to Nigel Somerville, Lehigh legend, legend. Because we're so high in the sky.
Penthouse views, baby. Look at the views. Look at the views, CEO. Look at the views.
Angle here. So the city's back that way. It was a little too windy to do it on the balcony, so we're doing this one right here. We're looking over. What is that golf course over there? Who knows? It's a golf course, country club, Valentine, whatever. So we got a lot of updates to get into. We'll let Danny C get right into it. I know I sent you over some updates that I wanted you to cover, and then we can talk about a little bit about the agenda, and then we'll get into it. What you got for us, Danny D? Danny C.
All right.
Excuse
me.
Yeah.
Let's get into it. I don't have too many updates for you guys. Couple news in the NFL world. The Dolphins traded Jalen Waddle to the Denver Broncos. That was some pretty big news. We have the Cleveland Browns. They're planning to build a $2.6 billion new stadium in Brook Park. Nice. And then we have the Chicago Bears. They're going to be finalizing their decision on what they're doing with their stadium here in the next week or two. So stay tuned for that. That's the news for today. Let's get into it.
Yeah. So I know, and then obviously Stephon Gilmore retiring. He was a Panther for a little bit back in the day. He's been in the league for a minute. So it was
funny story. I actually have a picture. The year he won Defensive Player of the Year in like 20 with the Patriots, I went to go throw with him a few times in South Carolina. I actually have a picture I can send you, CEO, that we took together.
Did he pick you off a few times?
No, he's the only guy. Like I was like throwing balls like to him. So yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah. How'd you get in that situation?
He was working out with Trey's dad, Dre Bly. Shout out Dre Bly. He's working out with Dre, and Dre needed somebody to throw to him, so he asked if I had time, and I, went out there with him a few times, and it was like him and a couple other NFL guys. I forgot their names, but it was me, Stephon Diggs, and a few other guys, but I knew for sure.
Damn, that's crazy. That is pretty cool.
Stephon Gilmore, sorry.
Stephon Gilmore.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Well, he's retired, but then with the whole Bears trying to pick their whole new site, I heard they were apparently moving. There was rumors. I wouldn't say that. Like, I'm going to go ahead and say they're doing that, but there's rumors apparently that they're going down to Indiana. Apparently, that one.
Yeah, Hammond. Hammond, Indiana.
Hammond, Indiana.
I don't know if that makes sense. Why?
Right?
Yeah.
I think people were saying like the census isn't. It's going to be too far off from where it's at now, so it's not going to be too big of a difference. But Soldier Field's iconic. If they do end up moving, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, that would be crazy. I mean, I don't know how happy the Bears fans would be, Chicago fans, but anyways, I wanted to obviously recap a little bit on the March Madness. Our bracket was shite. Our bets weren't. We did a little CTG parlay. Yeah, Danny C's his leg hit. That was clutch. It was a good one, man. I know. I was talking to someone else about some of their parlays that where it was like maybe one rebound by what's his name, that center, 7'3" dude,
Yeah, Daymara.
Demara. Yeah, man. We had him at like what, 6 rebounds? He got 4, I think, which
Yeah,
is
4
tough.
rebounds.
Yeah,
That's
with
tough.
Jackson Lindenberg being hurt too. Crazy.
Yeah, not sure what was going on, but Michigan got the dub, and I was not obviously surprised. That was a great team. So let's see here.
Shout out Elliot Cordova, man. He hoops. From transferring from North Carolina to being called a bus man to being the Final Four MVP. Shout out that kid, man. He had a hell of a tournament. He had to step up big. He had some big shots early. I thought he kind of got going early, which was huge for Michigan. Obviously, UConn just didn't have enough at the end to kind of withstand the assault.
Yeah, no, they were the powerhouse. Michigan is dominant. I was actually looking into like when was the last time they won Big Ten men's basketball championship, and it's been a while. I can't even remember the last time, but I was going back and forth with ChatGPT about national championships from Big Ten football, and like the past 3 years, it was all Big Ten. And freaking ChatGPT was literally telling me no. I was like, hold up, what? So this is my question. I said, did the Big Ten win the last 3 national championships in football and basketball? So no. But then it said it didn't say like the correct dates, right? It said 24, 25, and 26, which Michigan, Ohio State, and Indiana, all Big Ten. And then so I corrected it, and it was like basically like, yeah, you're right. I'm like, wait, yeah, of course I'm right, but ChatGPT, like, you're supposed to be freaking AI. You're supposed to know all. Like, obviously, that's not 100% correct. So I would just be careful on what you're asking and stuff. Because I mean, that's an easy question. Obviously, the last 3 national
Right.
championships were Big Ten schools,
Can't
but
trust that
whatever.
AI stuff, man. Can't trust the CEO. Can't trust him.
Sometimes it's easy, but with the easy stuff. But when it comes down to like a little bit trickier questions, I don't know. You gotta look out for some of that
Yeah,
error.
man. Yeah, man.
But yeah. So obviously March Madness is over, so we're getting closer to the NFL draft. That's coming up April 23rd to 25th. I had a chance that slipped through my fingers, that I had an opportunity that I was gonna go to it in Pittsburgh. Jack, I was gonna go fly in. Jack Bresenham, shout out Jack. And then we were gonna go, but it ended up he's all stressed out about his quota and stuff like that. Blah blah blah, all that stuff. Legit
Mark,
stuff.
oh, JB.
But yeah, so we're not doing that, which I would have loved to do that, but we're gonna watch. Well, maybe the first little bit. I mean, who really watches the whole draft? I mean, that would have been cool to go in person, but I watch highlights,
I mean,
right?
really cool to go in person. Yeah, that was sick. Where's it at this year, CEO?
Pittsburgh. It's in Pittsburgh. Yep. Yeah. So apparently Pittsburgh's not gonna be. Apparently it's getting a little crowded there, and people are a little worried that Pittsburgh's not gonna be able to handle all those people. But I'm sure they'll be fine. I mean, Pittsburgh's big city. Never been. Always wanted to go for a Steelers game. Definitely would have gone for the draft, but shit didn't work out. So, oh well, it is what it is, right? But yeah, so we'll tune in for the NFL draft. I know that we got some big players on the Panthers and stuff. We'll see and obviously the Giants got good players in the free agency frenzy that we were talking about the other week. Now, I mean, I'm curious. Like, we talked a lot about the Panthers. I wanted to hear from the number one Giants fan, Danny C. Real quick. I know the Giants, they're good to go. I mean, it would be helpful to get some guys. I mean, we talked about who you want, right? But at the end of the day, I want to hear what team do you think needs to win the draft the most? Let's go, Nigel, Lehigh legend. Answer that question for me.
Which
Who do
team
you
do I
think?
think needs to win the draft the most this year?
Yeah,
I
Kemper
honestly
does.
think the team I think it's got to be the Jets, right? I think just in the case of Aaron Glenn's job, I think this is probably an important step for him. I think if they don't take a quarterback in the first round, if they don't draft Ty Simpson in the first round, I think it kind of gives some validity to him thinking that maybe he'll have one more year to get a quarterback next year. Because I think next year's draft class, I think we can all agree, is a lot better than this year's class. Um, but once again, it just depends a lot on what they want to do. I think they're going to go pass rusher at 2 or best available player. And then 16, who knows what they do? I think taking Ty Simpson's too high at 16, but when there's a need, there's a need. I think the Jets kind of have to nail this draft because I think they're in a real interesting spot of kind of being right back of are they just going to be the same old beat up Jets because the Patriots are going up. I think the Dolphins got better in free agency. Um, And I think that division is just going to continue to get harder and harder and harder, especially with the Bills being what they are. So if they don't kind of step up and do what they do, they could easily be on the backslide for another 4 or 5 years. So I think this draft is a big stepping stone, not only for Aaron Glenn, but for the whole Jets organization. Because if they can't figure it out over there, I think a lot of people lose their jobs and they almost go from, start from, scratch one, I guess you could say.
You're on mute, CEO.
CEO, you muted, CEO.
Damn, that was tough. Whatever. We'll just repeat what I just said. But no, that is tough. It was one of those things that I was a little surprised personally that he kept his job in the free agency. Now I was looking at the stat that he was one of the highest paid staff members, including players, in the Jets past 3 years or something like that. I don't know how true that is, how accurate that is, because I didn't get any from my sources or anything. I just saw it on Instagram posts. So I think ESPN posted it though. So, but I don't know how deep that goes. But I agree, dude. Jets are right there with you, and AJ's right there with us. Like he texted me Jets because I mean, there's multiple reasons why. Obviously, you went into detail about that. Now, I think that the Titans is a big part. I think they need to win the draft. I saw some mock drafts, and just to before I touch on that point, but I know you brought up Ty Simpson from Alabama. Freaking Dano, Dan, what's his name? ESPN analyst. He was on Pat
Dan
McAfee's show. Dan
Orlovsky.
Orlovsky, he's talking about how he was better than Fernando Mendoza and stuff, and he's getting a lot of heat from it, whatever. And he truly believes it. So I'm kind of curious to see how that kind of plays out. But if the Jets pick Ty Simpson up, that would be a good pickup.
What do you guys think about just another name out there? Like, what do you guys think about a team like the Bengals in a sense, like at 10, like the Bengals too are also like
Yeah.
maybe 1 or 2 players away from being a top, 4 team in the AFC. I think
What
they
are they going for?
I think they go defense.
I think they have to go. Yeah, their defense was terrible last year. They can't expect Joe Brees to throw for 40, throw 40 touchdowns a game. Damn near with
You don't think he needs an offensive line?
Well,
they might do that.
They definitely need an offensive line.
His sacks was going through the roof. If they could hold it to where that man Joe Breezy don't get touched, it don't matter what the defense look. He about to put up 70
Yes, it does.
game.
Yes, it doesn't. Yes, that's not how the NFL. Right?
I think
yes,
they traded away. They traded away their best defensive player. They don't really have defense.
They have to go defense.
So
they have to go defense.
I think they have to go defense too, and I think they do pick up offensive linemen. But I think first pick, I don't know. I think they need a star defensive player because they traded away theirs. Every team that's great needs a star defensive player. Simple as that.
I think they might be able to get a good one. I don't think too many defensive players are going to go to the top 10.
Yeah. I mean, I could see that.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. But live to amuse. I want to hear what your opinion on which NFL team needs to win the draft.
Yeah, that's a trick question. You already know the answer. Panthers, baby.
Are you going to say the Jets? Oh, the Panthers need to
Jets.
win the draft. Panthers? I mean,
They got to win something, man. Look.
We won the NFC South last year. What are you talking about?
Whoa.
Hold on.
Division champs, big dog.
What are you talking about?
Okay.
So-called Panthers fan.
So this is why they have to win. Because the thing is, we've seen the Panthers go in and out. And same thing with the Hornets, same thing with every Charlotte team. They give us hope, and then they lose it. They need momentum going into next year as much as possible. If they don't, it's going to be a fluke year. And every game, we're gonna start to turn into Cowboy fans where we're saying, nah, this year, our year. This game, our game. And then they let us down every time. It's going to happen. Panthers, in my opinion, got a big move to make to build off the momentum they had from last season. That's how I feel about it.
What do you think about the offseason moves they made? Do you think that wasn't enough momentum? You think they
what about the free
Jasmine Phillips and Devin Lloyd?
As much as possible. Nah, it's great moves, and it shows great progress in the right direction. This is the last step to the puzzle, or last piece to the puzzle. Last piece.
Gotcha.
Everyone need that final piece. That's it.
What do you think? If you were a GM? I don't even know. I don't know who I would take at 19. I think I still need like a few weeks to like figure that out.
It's gotta be strategic. It's gotta be strategic.
I saw Dan Morgan talking to your boy, who was that? What's it? Gosh, I already forgot his name. From Texas Tech, that linebacker, white guy with the mustache. Live to amuse. You brought him up in
Jacob Rodriguez. Are you talking about?
Yeah.
We don't take him at 19. That's too high at 19.
But I agree. And there was who was the other? They were talking to that Chase dude, that O lineman. But I like where your head's at. Like that would be ideal if the Panthers. I definitely want the Panthers to win the draft and keep going. I personally think they won free agency. Me personally.
This is the final piece,
XL,
Chase.
though, so
this is the final piece.
The final piece, man. And I mean, I think we already have momentum going in. And rewind to the Charlotte Hornets thing. Just because they lost to Boston the other night.
No, we're not.
By
I'm not worried
9
about Boston.
points,
I'm not worried about
in Boston.
We lost the game too,
bro.
We ain't
defense
worried about
that. If we really want a chance, our defense needs to step up. But
chance for what? To make playoffs or to just make playoffs?
What you think?
Just make the playoffs.
Okay,
first off, you're not talking about
we all want one thing, and it's to win the finals. We all want one thing. Every single team wants that. Win the finals. That's the ultimate goal.
We're not ready for that yet.
We're not ready.
But we are ready for the playoffs. And I told y'all the story is going to be Hornets make the playoffs, just like the Panthers made the playoffs. They're not winning it all. Move on. But the thing is that
that's crazy.
When it comes down to it,
it's like Duke,
that they're going to make the playoffs, right? And when they make the playoffs, we're going to gain hope as North Carolina, as Carolinas. We're going to gain hope from Hornets and the Panthers. And next year in Charlotte is about to be dummy lit. There you go.
It's right now.
That's the script.
It's already dummy lit because we made it to playoffs already in the in NFL. Now it's got to be ready to win the finals.
We got to
win the finals, and it's going to be.
You got to crawl before you walk, man. That's just you got to crawl before you walk. I don't think
you can't make 2 playoffs in the season.
I don't think the Hornets have ever
won.
I went from crawling to sprinting. I don't know about you, but I went from crawling to sprinting.
This guy. He's like, tossing that damn babies out the way
and move. That's funny.
Nah,
hell yeah, dude. No, but
we'll see, I mean, man. They gonna make playoffs. Yeah, I'll tell you that right now. I literally tell you to put the house on it. They make a playoff.
Okay, that's what I wanted to bring up again. What do you think of the Hornets' chances of making the playoffs? This year?
They go into the playoffs 100%. That's part of the script. They're part of the script. They're going.
You saw what Jaylen Brown said after the game yesterday.
What did he say? Nah, what
The
he said?
Hornets remind him of a young Celtics team. So I
Ha.
think we're made of all the right stuff. We got championships in our future.
That was like a backhanded compliment, low key. Like it was like you're like us, but back when we were younger. So
Well, dude, I mean that was the thing.
You
Like
gotta
there
start
was,
somewhere. You gotta
I'll
start
take
somewhere.
it.
they
I'll
were
take it.
You
we're
gotta start somewhere. And I
I'll take
kind
it.
of
I'll
get
take
it.
it.
I get it in
I'll
a
take it.
sense.
our best
where they
player is
come from.
arguably a rookie, man. You know, we're pretty young. Pretty young.
Wait.
It's,
Oh, you talk about Knueppels. All right. I was just-
Knueppel.
he's talking about rookie of the year. That's who he's talking about.
Dude, he's
Yeah,
not
He's talking
rookie.
about rookie of the year, baby.
Dude, rookie of
That's
the
who
year.
he's fucking talking about.
This dude,
Dude,
Cooper
if the
Flagg just
Hornets
dropped
make a
40
run,
points both games back to back.
Bro, Bam Adebayo scored
If-
83, 43, like 41. Like, come
Stop
on.
it. As a rookie, dude,
Dude.
that's never been done
Okay.
The
before.
games evolve.
Look.
The games evolve. The games evolve.
Dude.
Cooper Flagg with 2 G's, baby, like that. He's the ish, bro. He's the
Push
he's
being
the
a
ish.
fan to the side just for a second.
But
And then
I
Rookie
think-
two-point record
I'll-
being shattered. Rookie
I will
two-point record
agree.
being shattered
that's
means nothing to you.
fantastic. No, facts. No, 1,000% it does.
A lot of rookies shoot a lot of
Here-
passes, shoot a lot of threes. Shoot a
Before
lot of
you
passes.
go
Jesus.
on the little tangent you go on to Live to Amuse, here's what I want to say. Okay, if the Hornets go, if the Mavericks don't even make the playoffs versus the Hornets make an actual run, how do you not have that person on the Hornets who's changed that whole franchise
got you.
around win?
Oh, this
Nah.
is what we're
I
talking
don't
about.
even
I
know
love
when
this.
it's announced.
I love this.
Is it mid,
I love
like
this.
closer to
I
the
love it.
finals?
Chase, that's a fantastic question. All right, let's think about this for a second. If you guys were to consider the 3 stars on the Hornets team, who would they be? 3 stars. Give me the top
It's
2
obvious. It's obvious. B-Mel, LaMelo,
Yeah.
and Con.
Okay.
People that we picked up in the draft first
I
round.
bet. All right.
All 3
Bet.
years.
All 3 years. We smart. Now, tell me, give me the top 3 star players on the Mavs.
Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving, and
And
Klay Thompson.
have they played this season?
You asked me to know, but you asked me to name them, so I named them.
Okay. So the players, who's the top 3 on the Mavs that's playing right now?
The Mavs suck. I don't watch the Mavs. I don't know. I know Cooper Flagg's good. I know Darius Stafford's pretty good, but I mean, like, they were a playoff team like last year. What are you talking about? Like, this team's
Dude,
good.
that's
Like,
why
they
I'm
have-
not
they have
winning
pieces.
games.
Playoff team with Luka. If Kon can be the game changer for the
But they
Hornets,
have Anthony Davis,
Then
though.
you have-
That's what they traded for.
he's not playing.
But they still,
he's
they didn't know that when they traded for him, though. Like, they thought he'd be playing. Like, they didn't know that.
Okay. So
I mean, they should have known that shit with AD, but I guess they thought he was going to be healthy.
look, Nico Harrison, he worked with the feds with Diddy. I don't know his business. Okay,
Yeah,
he got his
Hey,
stuff.
yo,
He got his
put
own
that
stuff.
Riverside.
He got his own stuff
Oh,
going
man.
on.
Days.
He's got his own stuff going on. I don't know what rituals they worked out to make that happen, but they did something. Okay,
Oh, man.
I'll let them handle their business that way. But that's why that happened. It's just politics. but-
right.
I say all that to say, because even if you don't believe it, the people listening will also understand that I'm just being real. That on the Mavs, the only star on that team that's actively playing is Cooper Flagg. And he's holding it down to the degree that Kon doesn't need to hold it down. Is Kon great? 1,000%. Does Kon deserve being in the top 2 talks or top 1, whatever, as rookie of the year? 1,000%. But who are they going to give it to? This man, Cooper Flagg. Let's say this, if Kon was put on the Mavs and Cooper Flagg was put on the Hornets, does Kon do the year and do the things that Cooper Flagg does? Let's be real. He doesn't. He's the shooter, the catch and shooter, which is great. Everybody needs that. You need a Klay Thompson to a Steph Curry point guard. You need that. I understand 1,000. But if you put Kon in that Cooper Flagg position, he would not be able to hold it down. But if you put
Then
Cooper
I could
Flagg
argue
in the Hornets, he would still. If he went to the Hornets with LaMelo, he could still do what
But
Kon's
if we're
doing.
going
with
to
the
live
Hornets.
in a world of what ifs, I could argue that Con on the Mavs, instead of him getting 7 threes a game, he's taking 14. So let's just say like
He wouldn't.
so that
He triples his
but
numbers.
He
but
wouldn't,
we
because
live
he wouldn't play like
but
that.
you're
He
already
wouldn't
living in
be
a
the
world
point
of what
guard.
ifs.
What if?
You're already living in a world.
What
You're
if?
already living in this world of what ifs. So let me just put
What
this word.
if?
What if Con goes and shoots 14 3? But
Okay.
then again, to your
All right.
argument,
I'll say this.
that I'm saying, no, you can't talk now. Let
All
me
right.
get
All right.
2 seconds.
All right. You
What
good.
I
You
was
good.
saying was to your same argument. Yes, everything about Cooper Flagg that you're saying is correct. Nothing's wrong there. But I can say all those things about Con on a team that's going to make the playoffs. The Mavs are playing for nothing now. And I don't know what voters vote for, but I'm looking at the best player and his team is being improved as well. It's kind of a no-brainer in the sense of I could go outside and make 43s, but if nobody's really watching,
I
who
love
really
it.
gives a fuck? Like,
I love it.
Bam,
And they're throwing
Adebayo.
games in the NBA.
Bam shot 60 free throws, 1,000%, dude, and he made 40 of them, 1,000. All right, but you're 1,000% right, Nigel. But check this out. Here's the kicker, though. You would, if Con played on the Mavs using the same thing that you used, right? If Con played on the Mavs, I'll tell you this right now, you wouldn't even care about him because you would be focused on what the Hornets are doing and talking about Cooper Flagg if he was on the Hornets. Let's be real. Let's be real. So
No,
that's
but
where
it's
I
not
say that's where the
It's not
that's
as
where the
impressive.
fan
That's what
comes
it
in.
is.
That's where the fan comes in. You gotta
I'm not saying he's not
fan as
balling.
to-
I'm just saying I'm just looking
he's
at two
balling.
teams. Everybody acknowledges that the Hornets are hooping now. Everybody's kind
No,
of.
is
It's
more
not like
impressive?
I
nobody's
want,
saying.
dude. I love that.
What
I
is
want to
more
go to the
impressive?
playoffs game. But Cooper Flagg is the only person on that team that has to do something, and he's actually doing it. And he's 19.
No,
I'm not saying he's not hooping.
There's a reason why he's the number one
dog.
pick.
Yeah, he's the number one
There's
pick.
a reason why he's number.
I don't think he's not bad at
And
all.
he's
But
getting
he's gotta.
getting rookie of the year. That's the only thing I'm
He's
saying.
not.
I'm not saying Con isn't great. I'm not saying any of that. I don't discredit Con whatsoever. But if you put the 2 and 2, dude, it's going to be Cooper Flagg every time. And also, it plays in the narrative because they were trying to make Cooper Flagg the face of the NBA before even touching college basketball. It's just part of what the writers wrote, man. I don't make the
But
rules
things
just for
change.
laying them. Don't
Things
get mad at the
change.
messenger. I'm
Change.
just letting you know what's going on. Don't be
This
mad
is what
at
I
me.
think about.
Don't be
I
mad
think
at me. I'm
about-
just giving you that, you know? Be mad at
Yeah,
the people
yeah.
that made the script, not me.
So I think the script changes. I think back in Super Bowl 56, okay, when the
'Cause I
Rams
believe
won, the Super Bowl, okay, you think about that team. They played the Cincinnati Bengals. Okay, Joe Burrow.
Joe Breezy. That's what
Okay.
made me a fan.
Both teams were stacked. Now, who won
That's what made me a fan.
MVP? Who won MVP of that game?
Who was it?
It was Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp, wide
And the
receiver.
Rams. Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
the winning team. I mean, over Jared Goff. I mean, Joe Breezy, his rookie year, leading the Ram. No, it wasn't his rookie year, was it? He was. Yeah, I think that was his rookie year. Leading them all the way to the Super Bowl. It was Cooper Kupp, and I think about with Kon Knueppel and Flagg. Knueppels, man, he's gonna
He's
win
tough,
it because
dude.
I think
He's
the
tough,
one is
bro,
more
but
impressive.
he's
You putting up a lot of points for your team, but you guys
doing
still
everything. He's almost
you're
averaging a
also-
triple-double.
You're also
Yeah, he's the number one pick. He should be doing that. He's good. He's a damn good
and I
player.
mean he's
For
the
sure,
first pick
and
of
that's
that
why he
draft.
will get Rookie of the Year. That's what I'm saying.
He won't get rookie of the year because Hornets go farther in the playoffs, and I think they look at winning teams that win, and I think the fan supporting he's already all over social media, and yeah, I am biased because I'm a fan of the Hornets, so
But
I
they're
see
both
more
from
stuff.
the- oh,
I
you
see
don't-
more Hornets stuff. I don't like Duke.
I was
I
gonna
hate
say
Duke.
they're both from Duke, but I forgot you.
Well,
You love
Con
I
is
forgot about that.
Con is the better Duke player, in my opinion. Look, Cooper
But
Flagg.
could you say the
played-
same?
played
Would you
different
say the
roles.
same thing if Cooper Flagg was on the Hornets? Would you still say Con was the better one? Probably not. Probably not.
If Con was doing what he's doing for the Hornets on the Mavs,
NBA rookie.
that would be a tough argument. That would be a tough argument.
But you wouldn't.
I'm not
you
going to
wouldn't-
say
You wouldn't
because
have
he
even
broke
paid
the franchise
attention
record.
to him though. If he was on the Mavs, you wouldn't even
What?
be watching him.
But let me
Oh,
ask you this, Alan. Let me ask
White
you this,
boy
Alan.
lighting
Is
up
it
like that? Come on
No.
now. Come on,
Let me ask you-
You're right. You're right. You're right.
Let me ask you
You're
this,
right, you're
Alan.
right.
Let me ask you this. In this world that we're living in, is it not impressive that a guy like Kon Knueppel can go onto a team like the Hornets with Miles Bridges, female, and LaMelo Ball already in there and still
He's a
come
baller,
and
bro.
do what he's doing.
He's a
Is that,
baller, bro.
is
I'm
that
not
not as
discrediting
impressive?
Kon, bro. Kon is a dog. You know who he's dating? Just know that. But like, he's a dog, bro. He's
Who
cool.
is he dating?
I mess with
Right?
him heavy.
Who's
You know,
he dating?
but the thing is
Goes
like,
out of pocket.
it,
Who's he dating?
but the thing
He's
is
not gonna
this.
answer.
This
yeah.
It's like the thing
What
is
is
this.
what?
Is like, I'm not discrediting him, but the script. I'm just telling you what the
think
script
you
says.
are.
The script
I
says
think
it's
you
gonna
are
be
describing his because
I'm
he
not.
plays winning basketball. Cooper Flagg just puts up stats. Kon
He puts up.
Knueppel's winning basketball
He has
and
to.
stats and stats.
It's
Can't
just
ignore
it's
winning.
just part of the script, dude.
He's
I
just
mean,
the
I
messenger.
can't. I'm just the messenger, man. Like, you know, the
Sure.
guy that drops off the Amazon box. You know what? You're shooting that guy. He didn't put the order in. He's dropping it off at the door. You know.
This man told us to add
That's-
to
that's
our March Madness men's national championship parlay bet that we had going. He said UConn money line.
UConn
Let's
ML,
let's
and
just
guess
throw
what?
that out there.
79%, 79% of bettors also did the same thing.
And they
So I
lost
guess,
a lot
I, guess
of
I was
money.
with the majority.
They lost a lot of money.
Hey man, you win
So
some,
he's a
lose some.
follower.
I'm wrong, but so
You
are
win
a
some,
lot of
lose
other
some.
people. Look at
That's
that.
Hey, some days
I
you
thought
right,
you were a
some
leader,
days you
dog.
wrong.
You're a follower.
Some days you
Al,
lose,
you're the
some days you
first-
win. You just gotta make sure
You're the
you win more
first guy
times you
to
lose.
fade the public. You always say if 80% is betting on
I do say that.
good.
Well,
Yeah,
I'll tell you this. This is why I messaged in the group like, yeah, I moved on because I picked UConn ML. I picked UConn ML before I even looked at who picked UConn. I had no idea how many people were on UConn. I had no idea how many people were on Michigan. I just, in my gut, without looking at anything, I said UConn ML. And then when
cover
I
the
got
spread, though.
home, no, they did cover the spread.
Yeah.
But when I got home, I saw that like 79%. That's why I sent it in the chat and I was like, yeah, I moved on. Because when I saw 79% of people on UConn, I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely off. So I already knew from jump. That's why I was like, yo, Michigan's going to win by 20.
Dude, so I saw the spread. Someone said that they took the spread at 9.5. And I went to
But the
go in
office,
and check it, and it had 6.5. Mine was 6.5. Of course,
Yeah, yeah.
it didn't hit.
It didn't
I didn't
click
take
on
it,
Yeah.
but I'm like, it literally was 7. The spread was 7. I'm like,
No, yeah,
oh my
it was
gosh, I'm so
7,
glad
yeah.
I didn't take that.
I tried to
Yo, Alan,
tell somebody that the other day.
as a guy who is like really like like the actual like numbers and things and stuff like that. Have you seen certain books have better lines than others like consistently, or does it always just vary?
Sure, bro. Yeah, all the apps, you got a lot of them that, are pretty consistent with each other, but there are some that you can really find great value.
Mhm.
But it all depends on the plays that you have, right? Like there's going to be, let's say, if you try to do, let me see, we just bet basketball, right? So if you try to do like someone to get 10 points on one team, 10 points on the other team, that might be better on FanDuel. But then if you do like a money line play, that might be better on DraftKings, right? So like it depends on the combination. It depends on, what type of style you're doing. But like the reason why majority of people, like I guess the degenerates out there, they have multiple apps is not really because they're betting on all the apps, but it's only because they're trying to find the best value in each app,
A hedger.
right? Because it's like if you find the best value, you're always getting the most bang for your buck every time. But if you're only using one sports book, you don't get the chance to do that. You only get to go by based on what FanDuel gives you. So you just got to
I've seen
that way.
like to your point. I've seen DraftKings have like Hornets at plus 6.5, and then like BetMGM would have my plus 8.5. Like I'm obviously taking plus 8.5 like every day.
No,
of the
yeah,
week.
you
I'm
take
gonna take
plus
plus
8.5.
6.5.
Yeah, 100%.
The
Because
spreads
like,
can be different. The odds can be different too.
Oh, yeah.
I know on
Yeah.
Discord, when you click, the best thing about the Discord, shout out Bet Levelin, that you click on the quick bot, the AI bot, you click on the link,
All of
and
it.
it shows you all the
and it gives you
all
which
the
one's the
betting
best to
apps.
do it on. Yeah,
and it literally, it gives you the best odds, and they're literally the same bet on different apps, but better odds. So it's like, obviously, I want to put money on it on DraftKings because the odds are like literally 1,000 plus
same
more
play.
on the same play. Yeah.
So that's why it's a perk to have multiple, but I know it can get really hard keeping track of how many you got and stuff like that. But the other thing too is like they all give you different promotions and boosts and stuff like that. And so like say for example, like the other day FanDuel didn't really give anything, but then DraftKings gave like 5 promos. So I'm gonna use, that's where I'm going, right? And so like different the perk about having different apps is like when you have one that's not really giving you any, profit boost or, let's say safe plays or whatever, you got other ones to fall back on, which will give you some. There's always an app out there going to give you some extra boost or a safe play or whatever the case. But if you don't have them, then you can't get them type stuff. It's just a different way of doing it.
Hell yeah. No, and I mean, before we wrap up, I know we're getting close to that time. I wanted to cover, I got $5 bonus cash. Hey, there we go. We got big tournament coming up this weekend. Shout out W. Get yours.
Bang that
Chase
link.
the game, all caps, no spaces, baby.
Bang that link.
No spaces.
Masters is this weekend, starting tomorrow. I know they did a little par 3 little activity. They do a little shoot around par 3 deal, par 3 day. I don't know, but they're trying to get that hyped up more. But tomorrow, opening day, who we taking for? I got some. I want Danny C to share who he's thinking. I hope we just didn't lose him again. Oh, he's back. So I got 2 people winning it all. These are my 2. So I threw out Bryson DeChambeau. I threw $10 on him because he's playing hot. He won his last 3 tournaments. I think he needs to go ahead and get himself a green jacket. Also, I threw in Justin Rose just because, Rory last year. I think it's a possibility that he gets up there again and goes ahead and closes the deal. So one of those guys. But Danny C, I'll let you go ahead and share what I tailed with your bet on DraftKings, because that's another bet we're hedging. So either way, we're going to get this dub.
Yeah, we're getting this dub. I think it's obviously the front runners, Scotty Scheffler. I think it's either going to be him or it's going to be John Rahm, the battering ram, my fucking man. Can you guys hear me? Am I fucking
John Rahm? Damn, we lost him again. Him and AJ got some McDonald's Wi-Fi, bro. He's talking about AJ's got some McDonald's Wi-Fi. He's like, you know why he knows that is because he's got the McDonald's Wi-Fi.
I think it's because they both use their phone.
I think that's the real You guys reason. Use your laptops?
I think Dan's on his phone.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's not?
And we lost him.
I thought he was, but I could be wrong.
You guys,
I go see you.
Yeah, go ahead. Nigel Leha
Legend.
Legend.
I like Ludwig Aberg. I know in 2024 he came in second. I know he's been playing some really good golf lately. I feel like every time I turn on a tournament this year, the short year, he's always been up there. I like Ludwig.
All right, I'm back. I'm back.
Perfect.
Can you hear me?
I was about to get my
I gotta
other
go,
one.
but I'm gonna say for me, I'm gonna just say Bryce.
Again?
Always.
Bryce?
Bryce
Always.
Nigel,
bro.
who's your again?
Ludwig Aberg. Bio.
Okay. Aberg. All right. His odds are pretty good too. Oh, Alan had to go because he's got dad duties. All right. Danny C, go ahead. I'll let you finish up.
All right, I wanted to say something. Correction to the news I made earlier. Romeo Dobbs was traded to the Patriots a while ago, so that's my bad on that. Sometimes my news is a little outdated.
Did you chat GPT that?
Yeah, I might have used AI for that.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It screws with you. You gotta reread,
but yeah,
proofread your shit.
The only thing you should be putting your money on, Scotty Scheffler and John Rahm. That's the only thing you should be putting your money on.
I love it. I threw it down. They're 2 likely. I mean, still, even if you take them separately, that's the best thing about the Masters is the odds are so high. Even with the most likely Scotty Scheffler, it's plus 510,
But it still
510.
can happen, man. Yeah. But
John plus 900. I mean, it's the odds are up. So we'll tune in next week on who wins the Masters. Obviously, it's a great time of year. I love the Masters. We should get a little CTG golf sesh going, hit the course a little bit for the Masters. Why not? Right? Let's do it. Let's get it rocking and rolling. But I salute y'all. I appreciate y'all hopping on and doing this. I know some people it's harder to, but I appreciate it. Colt 45 and 2 zigzags, baby.
Got
Let's
you.
go.
Got you.
Yes,
See
man.
ya.
Signing out.
Got you. See ya.
Hey.